Okay, we are live. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday evening. I'm losing track of the days. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Michael Keaton news that dropped just a couple of days ago, as well as a couple of other things. But let's get some people that are in here, and let's see you guys say hi in the chat. How's it going, Nathan Martinez? Thank you for coming onto this stream. Yeah, you guys can have all of the conversations that you want in the chat about Michael Keaton and your thoughts about the state of DC. So I'm going to give my thoughts. So I read about this. I believe it was on Monday, maybe even it was yesterday. I can't remember, but I remember reading about this, and my first instinct was interesting. It wasn't like yes, yes, yes. It was more kind of like, how are they going to do this? How are they going to pull this off? And my guess is that they're going to use some type of alternate universes within the new Flash movie. So I guess, what is that? The Flashpoint storyline. So my guess is that this is not going to be the only Batman we're going to see in this film. I think that we are going to see a few other actors who have donned the suit before, possibly Val Kilmer. I don't imagine that they're going to get George Clooney back. I think with the the hate of Batman and Robin, I think they want to avoid that. I think it would be kind of cool, though, to be honest. Maybe just seeing him as Bruce Wayne. Now, another thought is that they could do almost a Batman Beyond situation. So you have this old, kind of crepid Bruce Wayne, which is Michael Keaton, and he is basically teaching somebody new, a new Batman, a new person who has to don the mask. Hold on, let me fix this. It's kind of bothering me. All right. So I think that they could do that. That could be a real possibility. However, I don't necessarily know if that's the route they're going to go, because I believe that they are going to want to make the audience be awed. And I think that they want to, seeing what Avengers Endgame did and seeing the potentials of what Sam Raimi could do with the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I think DC is very smart. I think they know that they could potentially bring on people who have influenced the DC films from the past. And who knows? Maybe we'll see a Jim Carrey as the Riddler again. I mean, I would be down for that. I'm not going to lie. It'd be weird and zany, but I do hope that they go more of a alternate universe type of route, and that they keep the actors, I guess. It's going to be weird because Michael Keaton's older. So it's almost like the Batman Beyond situation has to be the actual plan. But I would love to see them kind of just have fun with this film, not take it too seriously, and actually go out and make these alternate universes, so that way Flash can kind of see what the different Batmen were, what the different Supermen were. So we'll see. I doubt that they're going to do that, but I think that would be a lot of fun, honestly. Let me do something real quick. Give me a second. I will look at the chat in a moment. Let me just do this real quick. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. How's it going, Jeff? Welcome into the chat, man. It's good to see you. I will acknowledge your guys' comments in just a second. So I think it's really cool. I think that it's interesting that they would talk about bringing Michael Keaton back. Clearly, Michael Keaton is someone who continues to just be awesome on screen. I love Michael Keaton. I think he's a phenomenal actor, and he's just gotten better with age. Honestly, he's like a fine wine, you know. So I do think that Michael Keaton is the perfect person, essentially, to come back, and it's kind of out of left field. DC needs to do something to kind of revamp themselves and give a little bit of nostalgia to the audience. And I feel like bringing Michael Keaton back is the perfect way to bring that nostalgia back. So I think it's a very interesting idea. I think that, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens. How big of the role Michael Keaton's Batman's going to have, or Bruce Wayne's going to have in this story, I don't know. I don't think that it would be he would be too involved. I could see possibly getting like 5 to 10 minutes of screen time, just kind of almost like that nostalgia factor, and maybe him giving some advice maybe to the Flash. And that's basically it. Which would be kind of interesting, because it's like, how do you tie that in with what we know from the pre-existing DC universe, where we had Ben Affleck as Batman, and we're going to have Robert Pattinson's Batman? So could we see Robert Pattinson's Batman in this Flash movie? I think there's a very good chance. Now, could we see Ben Affleck in this film? I doubt it. I hardly doubt it, with all of the drama that unfolded between Warner Brothers, DC, and Ben Affleck. So I could definitely see Robert Pattinson making an appearance in this film, and maybe even having a bigger part in this movie. But I think it's going to be very interesting. I want to see how they tie in Michael Keaton's Batman. And I know that they could also, because what they have said is that they want to keep things a little separate. You know, they don't want to do like the universe idea, kind of what the MCU is doing. They tried that. Justice League was a financial disaster for them. Although I enjoy the movie, it's not great, but I do enjoy it for what it is. I think that they need to go their own route, and they're doing that by having movies like Aquaman and Shazam and Wonder Woman. They have these movies, and even Joker. They have these movies that work as individual stories that don't need to be a part of a shared universe. So essentially, you can bring back Michael Keaton, and you don't have to have Robert Pattinson's Batman. And you can almost go off of it as like, we've never seen this Bruce Wayne before. Even though us 90s kids, of course, we've seen this Bruce Wayne before. So it'll be really cool, honestly. You know, I grew up in the 90s. I know that these Batman movies came out in the 80s. I'm well aware of that. But to me, as a 90s kid, my Batman was Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer. Not George Clooney, unfortunately for him, because, you know, bat nipples and the atrocity that is Batman and Robin. However, the movie is very hilarious. I definitely want to watch it again someday, and maybe even do a video on it in the future. But to me, Michael Keaton was the first Batman that I kind of recognized. And Christian Bale, of course, is still my favorite Batman. But I think Michael Keaton was that symbol of what Batman was for a kid like me in the 90s, who basically grew up with Michael Keaton's Batman. Nathan Martinez says, yeah, I think they said it was based off the Flashpoint storyline. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I'm not very adept to the Flash comic books. Flash has never been, I'm not going to lie and say, you know, Flash was one of my favorite characters. He's not one of my favorite characters. I actually prefer Quicksilver, even though I am more of a DC guy. But I've always been more interested in Superman and Batman in the DC world, as well as like Wonder Woman and Captain Atom. I really like Captain Atom. So yeah, I can't lie to you and say that, you know, I'm very adept and very knowledgeable in the Flash comics, but that would make sense. From what I know about the Flashpoint storyline, it would make total sense that they would do this type of route. Geriatric Batman, Bat wheelchair. I mean, Michael Keaton can still rock it, dude. That's the thing. I mean, Michael Keaton is still a phenomenal actor. And again, they're not going to have him. I almost doubt that they will have him in a Batman suit. I will guarantee you the entire time he's on screen, he is Bruce Wayne as opposed to being Batman. I just think it wouldn't work necessarily. I mean, would it be an interesting thought? Yeah, I guess, but who wants to see an older guy in a Batman suit? I mean, not me necessarily. So I will almost like if I had to go to Vegas right now and put my odds down, I would put the odds down that we will not see Michael Keaton in a Batman suit. That he will literally just be Bruce Wayne. I feel this film could be a breath of fresh air for the DC cinematic universe. See, I do too. Here's my thought, okay? And I'm gonna get um, a little upfront about this. I think Ezra Miller should be replaced. I think what he did, I think it was about a month and a half ago, was disgusting. For those of you who don't know, and I'm not going to really go into much detail, but he assaulted a fan, a female fan. He assaulted her, and it's recorded. It's on video. Now, what I find disgusting is that this has kind of been swept under the rug. He hasn't commented on it. Nobody has given him any repercussions or reprimand. They haven't reprimanded him at all for these actions. He hasn't apologized for his actions. And the fact that they kind of just swept it under the rug and made it like it was no big deal is sad to me. It's sad to me. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I actually quite enjoyed Ezra Miller as the Flash in Justice League. I thought he brought a lot of humor to the role. I thought he brought something different. And he was like that quirky, awkward, Flash. But he should be replaced. I mean, for what he did, that to me, he shouldn't be welcomed back with open arms, especially in a movie like The Flash. I think that, should he be canceled necessarily? I don't think that. That's a little extreme, but I do feel like what he did was inappropriate, and I do think that Warner Brothers should reprimand him. I think they should take him away from the two biggest franchises that they have in the DC universe and also in the Harry Potter universe that they've built with Fantastic Beasts. So that's my opinion. I mean, you guys can disagree or agree with me. It doesn't, it is what it is. Everyone, I guess, has a right to an opinion. But I think that, like, my stance on it is, how can you make this a rule and where you can cancel someone if they do something horrendous? Which, believe me, there are people out there that have done horrendous things. They need to be reprimanded. I'm happy that they get reprimanded. People like Harvey Weinstein and things like that. But I'm not even trying to compare it on that level. But, like, if, for example, let's just say Robert Pattinson went and assaulted a female fan, the guy should be reprimanded. And he probably would be. But Ezra Miller probably won't be. And that's the issue that I find, is it's like you can't have a standard rule and then only have exceptions to that rule with certain people and certain demographics. That's not right. I mean, that's the thing is I think that he should be reprimanded, and I don't think he should be allowed to be able to portray the Flash. And that's just me. I think that, what he did was disgusting. I think that what he did was incomprehensible. I think that the fact that he never even apologized, if he would have apologized for it, I mean, you kind of take it with a little bit of a stride, try to get him on that good course to coming back. Because again, people have done much worse, but still, I do think that he should be reprimanded. It's not right. So that's it. I'm not going to kind of discuss any more on that topic. I think that they will bring him back, which I think is irresponsible, but it is what it is. I mean, I'll still watch the movie regardless. Bat depends and bat dentures. Guys, it's not that bad. I mean, you're acting like he's super old. Michael Keaton, I mean, let's see how old he is. He's probably in his 70s, like early 70s, maybe even 60s. He's 68. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. And again, he's not going to be in a bat suit. Like, I will 99.9999999% believe that he will only be Bruce Wayne. So it's not really that big of a deal, honestly. I mean, yeah, you have an older Bruce Wayne, but I mean, it's like that in the Batman Beyond comics. Why can't you do it in a Flashpoint movie? I mean, you definitely can. So I mean, that's kind of my feeling on it. Is like, is he older? Yeah, of course, but he's not playing Batman. We know who our Batman is. It's Robert Pattinson. He is the newest Batman. They're bringing back Michael Keaton, I think, for nostalgia reasons and trying to get the fans kind of excited about seeing Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne once again. Because I think if there's one person who was a really good Bruce Wayne in his time as Batman, maybe the best example of Bruce Wayne is Michael Keaton. I thought what he did as Bruce Wayne was better than him as Batman, and that's how I've always seen it. Maybe they could take a Dark Knight Returns story with Keaton. Yeah, they could do that. I don't. Again, I don't think that's the way they're going to go. I think that it's really only going to be like maybe one or two scenes. I don't think that he is. I don't believe he's going to really be an impactful part of the story. I would love to see Michael Keaton in more scenes, but I mean, maybe it's a Creed type scenario. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's in the bulk of the movie, and he's going to be kind of like the Rocky to what Adonis Creed is. I think I said that right. His name's Adonis, right? I have not seen the Creed movies actually, and I haven't seen the Rocky movies either, but I do know about them. I know. I can't believe I can't believe I haven't seen him either. Yeah, he's gonna be like it's gonna be like Creed probably, where maybe if he's in a majority of the film, but I really think that it's gonna be more scaled down. I don't think we're gonna see him in a lot of the film. I think it'll just be 5 to 10 minutes, if that. Will Tim Burton direct? No, he is not directing. It is the guy. I'm blanking on his name. It's the guy who directed It and It Chapter 2. Oh my gosh, let me look it up. It's gonna kill me. I know what his name is, but okay, Andre Muschietti. Yeah, Andres Muschietti. He is, or Andy Muschietti, I guess is what he goes by. Andy Muschietti is directing. He directed It and It Chapter 2. Say what you want about It Chapter 2. I do like it a lot more than It Chapter 2. I think It Chapter 2 was a bit of a disappointment last year, although I do like the movie, but I just think it's overly long. I think he'll do a really good job, and I'm excited for him to get out of horror and do something different. It's very similar with what David Sandberg did with Shazam. I thought he did a great job with Shazam. He did add a couple of horror elements in Shazam, and I think that we'll probably see that with Muschietti as well. But that's cool. I'm super excited about it. Yeah, it is. So yeah. The other topic I wanted to talk about, real briefly, is today on Twitter this morning. I woke up and I saw an article. I saw a couple of articles, but I also want to talk about one other thing as well. Now that I just went on my Twitter. So Henry Cavill hopes to play Superman for many years. And this is what he said. With a character like that, you carry the mantle with you offset, and it becomes part of your public representation. When you meet children don't necessarily see me as Henry Cavill, but they might see Superman. So that's a little bit of a snippet of what he said. And I'm going to tell you right now that Henry Cavill is the best Superman, hands down, that I've ever seen. I love Henry Cavill as Superman. I love him. I love Henry Cavill so much. I'm so excited that he's coming back and that he is going to be continuing on with the DC universe. I feel like he got a lot of the negativity, the unfair negativity, because of films like Batman v Superman and even Justice League. And that's not his fault. That's not his fault. Man of Steel, to me, I'm going to say it. I'm always going to say it. It is a top 5 comic book film for me. I mean, I don't know if it's my number 1, but it's definitely my top 5. I love Man of Steel, and I love Henry Cavill in the role as Superman. I think he does such a great job of balancing both Superman and Clark Kent. And I think that him coming back, although they haven't announced the Man of Steel 2, which, dang it, I want that Man of Steel 2. When are you giving me Man of Steel 2? They absolutely need to make sure that he is a vital part of what they're doing moving forward. And I think that he is kind of the glue. Him, Gal Gadot, and Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think that those three are the glue that hold this universe together. I mean, you're going to have, Zachary Levi, who's awesome. I love Zachary Levi. You're going to have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson a part of it. You're going to have a lot of talent, but these three characters are central and pinnacles. As well, you can add Robert Pattinson in here as Batman. I think that all four of these characters need to stay grounded. They need to stay the same. And I was not a big fan of Ben Affleck as Batman. I still don't really like Ben Affleck as Batman that much. So I'm not I'm happy with Robert Pattinson. I'm looking forward to what he's able to do as the Dark Knight. But this is the news for me. This is what I'm most excited about. Not Michael Keaton returning. It is this. Henry Cavill is staying on board. This is perfect. This is what I want. I want him to be Superman for at least like the next 15 years until Michael B. Jordan becomes Superman. I would love that. I mean, Michael B. Jordan would be my next choice if Henry Cavill was no longer Superman. I would sign up for Michael B. Jordan to be Superman. I would sign up for maybe I don't know. That's like the only person I can think of is Michael B. Jordan right now. So yeah, I think that this is great news. I think that bringing him back on board is awesome, and I really am looking forward to seeing what they do with Superman moving forward in the DC universe. So I hope I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down below in the comment section, or if you're live with me, you can write in the chat. Let's see. Tim Burton lost his way. I haven't liked anything he's done lately. All right. Before I get into that, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about that I didn't even put in my title because I just kind of remembered it right now. A show that I have come to love. I've done reviews on both season 1 and season 2. How's it going, Marvel fan? Nice to see you. I've done reviews on season 1 and season 2 of this show, and it is a show that I didn't think I was going to love nearly as much as I do. Now, it's not like one of my favorite shows ever or anything like that. I think it's an extremely good show. There are moments where I'm like, ugh, it's a little angsty, but Cobra Kai season 3 has been picked up by Netflix, and the entire series is moving to Netflix. And this is awesome news. This is awesome news. I have said from the beginning, I even think, back before the show came out, YouTube Red was a horrible idea to bring this show to life. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people love The Karate Kid. I love The Karate Kid. That movie to me brings so much nostalgia. I'm not talking about the Jaden Smith, Jackie Chan Karate Kid. I'm talking about the original Karate Kid with Ralph Macchio. I love that movie a lot. And knowing that this was coming out, I was pretty excited about it. The one thing I was hesitant about was the fact that the show was going to be on YouTube Red. And I felt, this will probably last a season or two. That's what I thought, because YouTube Red was not sustainable. YouTube should not be making curated content to compete with like Netflix and Hulu. They just can't do that. YouTube is not the platform for that. And so now it being picked up by by Netflix, which I had heard that it was Netflix and Hulu that were kind of fighting for it. I'm happy that it's on Netflix because, number one, I have Hulu with ads, by the way, because I'm cheap and I don't want to spend more money than I need to. And I don't really want to watch, because I'm going to binge the entire season in like a day, because, it's that type of show where I don't need to like savor the moment. I just like watching all of it like that. And I don't want to be annoyed with the ads on Hulu, the excessive ads. So having it on Netflix is awesome. It's a win for me because I don't have ads and I can just kind of go right through it. And I think that it's going to be awesome for the longevity of this show. I don't think this show is going to go on for like 5-6 seasons. I think you have a good season 3 and then you have one more season as a Netflix show. And it's with Netflix producing it. And I think you have the season 4. And I think that's it. I really don't see the show having the longevity essentially to like go farther. But in terms of longevity, I think it has a longevity to reach more of an audience, reach more people and bring people in to liking or to watching Cobra Kai. Because I've had friends who have wanted to watch this, but they're like, I don't want YouTube TV. I don't want it. So I'm super excited about Cobra Kai coming to Netflix. I want to know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section for those of you who are watching after the fact, or those of you who are live in the chat. Let me know your guys' thoughts, because I really think that this is great. I really do like this show quite a bit, and it's exciting to know that season 3 is going to be on Netflix, and I can go back and watch, seasons 1 and 2, because it's been a while. It has been a while, and I don't want to, literally get YouTube Red for a month, pay for it just so I can watch this. Like, I'm very happy that I don't have to do that. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Man, I talk so much. My water is like constantly depleting. All right. Tim Burton lost his way. Haven't liked anything he's done lately. I love Tim Burton. I'm like apologetically a huge Tim Burton fan. I don't think he's like one of the best directors, or he's not one of my favorite directors or anything like that, but I really do like his style a lot. Guys, I need to get a light here. This bothers me so bad. I am sorry that this is just terrible. It's just so bad. It's like so dark. I really need to change it up. I'm going to get a light here at some point in time. So yeah, I promise you that. But anyway, I do like Tim Burton. I like his style. I like the goth style that he has. I think he has a lot of films that are just not good. Dumbo was so boring. I hated Dumbo. I basically slept through the whole thing. And I watched it in the theater. Alice in Wonderland, I don't really remember it that well. I think I own it actually because it was super cheap. And I was gonna use it as like a date night movie for me and my wife to watch, but it never happened. But I do love, The Corpse Bride and Nightmare Before Christmas, and I even really like Sweeney Todd, Demon Barber. I mean, it's not like the greatest musical ever, but I think that there's some fun to be had with it. So, I think a lot of his later films haven't been nearly as good, and I think part of that is because the studios are giving him a lot of money and dumping, these big CGI fest films, and I think that he's a better director when he steps outside of that. But one film I really do like, though, that he did just recently, like a few years ago, was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I actually like that movie. I think that it's not amazing, but I actually have fun with it. I think it's like X-Men essentially. It's cool. Are you looking forward to the Robert Pattinson Batman? Yes, I am, Nathan. Of course, I'm looking forward to the Robert Pattinson Batman film, directed by Matt Reeves. I'm very excited for that. Paul Dano, I love Paul Dano. He's going to be the Riddler. You have Colin Farrell playing Penguin. You have Zoe Kravitz, who I really like a lot. She has so much talent playing Catwoman. It's awesome. They have such an amazing cast, and yeah, who couldn't be pumped for it? I'm super pumped. And I love Robert Pattinson. I think he's one of the best actors working in Hollywood today. And I'm telling you right now, within the next 5 years, there are 2 actors who are going to be nominated for Academy Awards. And I've said this in the past. Those 2 actors who will be nominated for Academy Awards within the next 5 years is Michael B. Jordan and Robert Pattinson. And I think that they'll be nominated. I don't know if they're going to win. I do think Michael B. Jordan and Robert Pattinson will both win at some point in their career, but I think within the next 5 years, those 2 are going to be nominated for Academy Awards, and they should be, because they're the 2 most talented young actors working in Hollywood, and by young I mean like in their 30s, who literally I feel like are always underrated or overshadowed. So yeah. I'm really excited for season 3. Yeah, I'm excited for season 3 of Cobra Kai too. I think it's gonna be good. I really like season 1. Season 2 was still good, but I think it took a significant dip. I felt like they got a little too teen angsty, a little too CW for me, but I still am looking forward to season 3. I'll be watching season 3, and I'll be doing a review on my channel for sure. It's not going to be like Space Force where I tell you I'm going to do a review and then I don't. And I actually thought about I actually recorded a video like last week. Basically, I sat down and I said, these are the reasons why I never reviewed Space Force. And I deleted the video. I didn't like it. I didn't think it represented my brand. It doesn't represent me. the way that I want it to. And so I just decided to kind of move forward and move on. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I don't have any plans on finishing Space Force. I watched 2 episodes of it and I couldn't stand it. I thought it was terrible. I thought it was unfunny and just horrendous. And that's sad. I was really looking forward to Space Force too, but it is what it is. Sometimes that happens. I mean, there's disappointment all the time, and there's a lot of people that like it, and I'm happy for those people. To me, I couldn't get into it. Let's see. Haven't seen season 1 or 2 though. Really? Have you been waiting though on Netflix? Is it just because it's probably because of YouTube TV, right? Or YouTube Red or whatever it was called? Because it was YouTube Red and then they changed it to YouTube TV. I'm guessing that's probably why you haven't seen season 1 and season 2. But dude, yeah, Nathan, you definitely have to watch seasons 1 and season 2 first. I imagine, I'm trying to think. I think they're all probably going to premiere on the same time. So you might have to just, stay away from spoilers. There's not really a lot of spoilers in it. I mean, season 2 has some, but yeah, I would definitely watch Cobra Kai. I think it's fun. There's a lot of fun to be had with it. I've seen the first 2 episodes though. Okay, I think they were like streamed for free. I think on YouTube, right? I think I remember that because I think I watched the first 2 episodes as well, free on YouTube, and then after that, I signed up for YouTube Red for like a free trial or something. And that was for the season 1. Season 2, I think I bought it, or no, I think my friend had it and I used it. Yeah, I used his YouTube Red account and then I was able to watch it. So I wasn't paying, I don't know, I think it was like $10 or a month or something. Like, no, not happening. Netflix is great. I'll be checking out the show soon. Yeah, I don't know when it comes out. Let me look. It's not out now. Does it come out this weekend? That would kind of surprise me. Cobra Kai, Netflix release date. Sometime in 2020. Yeah, we don't know yet. Yeah. Yeah, so we don't know yet. And but yeah, it'll be cool. One show I didn't think I'd like as much as I have was the Andy Griffith Show. Have you seen it? I have not. My really good friend Nathan Hale movies. You can go check him out. You can actually find him on my channel if you just go to my channel. By the way, those of you who are watching who are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and join the community. It's a great community to be a part of. But my good friend Nathan Hale, I think his channel name is Nathan Hale Movies. He loves the Andy Griffith Show, and he's awesome. So definitely go show him some love. Me and Nate, we are going to be having a couple of videos next month that we're super excited about. We're hoping I can release. I'm not going to release any details right now. I think that that wouldn't be appropriate as we kind of need to announce it together. But we're hoping that we can do one of the videos. That's what I'll say. But you'll probably see him on my channel at least twice next month. And that's hopefully. Maybe I'll even do a live stream with him. I mean, that would be awesome. Paul Dano is a great actor. Like his performance in Love and Mercy. I love Paul Dano, man. I really love Paul Dano. I really like him in Prisoners. I think Prisoners is one of the best films that a lot of people don't talk about. I also really liked him in a movie called Swiss Army Man, which is a comedy, and there's fart jokes and stuff, but I love that movie. I think it's so funny. Daniel Radcliffe plays a dead body in that movie. And if that doesn't sell you on the movie, I don't know what will. Okay, Daniel Radcliffe plays a dead body. He's the second main character in the film, and he plays a dead body. I'm not going to tell you how it works, but it's an awesome movie. I would definitely recommend Swiss Army Man. Again, it's kind of stupid humor. There's like fart jokes, and there's some things that are kind of immature, but I love that movie, man. I really do. And I love Paul Dano a lot. He's a phenomenal actor. And speaking of Nate told me he didn't even like Paul Dano, and I was like, what? But I get it. Here's some random controversial opinions of mine. I dislike Goodfellas, Casino, The Wolf of Wall Street. Really? I'm going to be honest. I have seen Casino. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I've never seen Goodfellas. I know. I will watch it. I will watch it. Definitely before Martin Scorsese's next film. I've had Goodfellas on my watch list forever. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's a long movie, and it's always like anytime I've tried to put it on, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this instead. And it's not because I don't want to see the movie. No, I want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. Wolf of Wall Street, Taxi Driver, dude. I love Wolf of Wall Street, man. That's probably my favorite Scorsese film. It's I don't know. Irishman's amazing too. It's hard, and Shutter Island I really like as well. But I think Wolf of Wall Street's probably my favorite. It's a great movie. I also hate Nolan films. No, oh, dude, no. Oh man, that breaks my heart. Honestly, Christopher Nolan is my favorite director. I have 3 favorite directors. They're all tied. That is Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, and Bong Joon-ho. They are my 3 favorite directors. And you saying that you don't like Christopher Nolan, that breaks my heart. But man, you're like one of the only people in the world Marvel fan. I don't know anybody else, dude. So yeah, I mean, hey, I have controversial opinions too. I don't like Rise of Skywalker. I don't know if that's controversial, but I really don't like that movie. All right. Lala Laugh, you're just pissed off, Marvel, because Scorsese said the Marvel movies aren't cinema. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Scorsese's an interesting person. I think he's probably the greatest director that's alive today. I think him and Spielberg are probably the 2 greatest of all time, like in terms of achievement. And in terms of like how long they've been perfecting the craft. But Scorsese saying that about Marvel, I think, was very disrespectful, and that's all I'll say. Also, sorry, I didn't even see that. Also, Nick, love your letterbox. Thanks, man, appreciate it. Thanks for the plug, everyone. Also, go follow me on Letterboxd. Link is down in the description. I try my best to update my Letterboxd every now and then. I'm at least on there probably once or twice a week. I do certain reviews that if you don't see here on my channel, because I don't really do reviews anymore as much as I used to, you can probably go see some reviews that I have over there at Letterboxd. Let me go to my Letterboxd real quick, pull it up. I also am going to get better at I'm going to have an actual template and stuff in the future for my live stream so it looks better, so that way you can actually see when I'm pulling up stuff. Because that would be cool. I just need to, not be lazy. Let's see. The last movie that I reviewed Infamous 2020, a Bella Thorne movie. I also reviewed Diabolique, which if you want to see any of those reviews and my thoughts on those, you can go check them out on my Letterboxd. And also I have a bunch of lists and all that stuff. You can currently see what my favorite 2020 movies are and everything like that. So yeah. If you don't want to wait for the end of the year video, which there's only going to be like 40 movies, so because of the year that we're having. LOL, hate the Marvel films as well. That's weird that your name's Marvel Fan, though, dude. Why is your name Marvel Fan? I just want to know. I'm curious. That's interesting. No way this is real about Michael Keaton returning. Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily confirmed, but he's in discussions. He's in discussions to come back and play Bruce Wayne for the upcoming Flash film. So it's pretty exciting. By the way, guys, I can't be on super long. I do have something I got to do, and then I also need to spend some time with my wife. It's been kind of crazy the last week and a half, so we haven't really been able to hang out. So I didn't want to be on for too long. I kind of just wanted to get on here, talk to you guys for a little bit, and we'll have another live stream sometime this week. Possibly by the end of the week, maybe Saturday. I don't know. It just depends on how things shape out. Yeah, they were for free. Yes, it is. Ironically, this was just a throwaway account. I ended up starting up my channel on this account, so my name is just completely wrong. LOL. It's interesting. How was it an account that you made like way before, and then you just kind of came back to it? That's very interesting, dude. LOL. Okay. This is LOL to what was the 24-hour movie marathon like? Emotionally, it was really hard on it. Okay, it wasn't like, I'm not gonna say it was like, oh, I went on Survivor and I played Survivor and No, it wasn't like that. I mean, it was difficult. Um, it was challenging. I think emotionally, I was just super tired. I was kind of done watching films, to be honest. But that's why I was happy that I ended with Nightcrawler because it kind of rejuvenated, um, I guess my senses a little bit, where I actually was enjoying the film. I got to I'm trying to think of the order. I don't remember quite that well. I think I got to probably like Ocean's 11 because after that movie or before that movie, I fell asleep during Barry Lyndon. Barry Lyndon was I don't know any of the film really. I watched like 15 minutes of it, passed out pretty much the entire way through, woke up for like 10 minutes here and there, fell asleep again, woke up for another 10 minutes here and there. Um, and my wife watched it, which that's cool. But yeah, I don't. Once I got to that point, and when I started Ocean's 11 or Ocean, yeah, was it Ocean's 11? Yeah, Ocean's 11. Um, I I enjoyed the movie, but it was really hard to like stay focused, and at that point I kind of zoned out. I was kind of done. And I watched some really great films at the beginning. Like I think if I was going to do it again, which I probably will in the future, Nate and I will probably do it again at some point, maybe next year or something. If I was, if I do it again, one of my strategies is I'm not going to go so heavy handed with putting all like the films I'm super excited for at the beginning, because I think that just kind of leaves a huge dry spot. And I was excited about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but at the point that I watched that film, I was kind of zoned out. And I ended it really well with Nightcrawler, but at the same time, like again, if I was to do it differently, I would definitely put some more of the films that I'm excited about, and also not have films that I think are going to burn me, like what Barry Lyndon did, because that movie just absolutely burnt me. Um, so yeah, thanks for asking that question, man. I gotta go, but keep up the great work on your channel, dude, and stay safe. Thanks, Marvel fan. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best with the channel, trying to just continue to move it along, and it's been a lot of fun. I remember starting to watch Barry Lyndon 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's a tough movie. It's very dry. I love Kubrick. He's such a auteur, but it's a very, very tough movie to get through, especially for a 24-hour movie marathon. I definitely do not recommend that film. Honestly, I probably don't recommend any Kubrick film during a 24-hour movie marathon, unless it's like, one of his early. I don't know, because like unless it's all of his films are slow, and I think that that's a problem. Even like The Shining, which is everyone's favorite Kubrick film. It's not mine personally. I love The Shining, but my favorite is 2001: A Space Odyssey. But like all of his movies have a very slow pace, and they're very exaggerated, and I think that that's an issue in terms of a 24-hour movie marathon. You want films that are going to keep you on the edge of your seat and keep you invested the entire time. And I think that he's hard. Every frame in that movie is like a painting. Yeah. Are you talking about for 2001: A Space Odyssey? Which Kubrick film are you talking about? Because a lot of them are like paintings, honestly. One Kubrick film I really want to watch is A Clockwork Orange. I have not seen it. I really do want to watch it at some point in time. I haven't gotten to it, but it would be fun. One of my favorite of Kubrick's is Paths of Glory. Yeah. I haven't seen it. My buddy Nate really loves that film though. Barry Lyndon. Yeah, I haven't even watched Barry Lyndon really. I watched like 30 minutes of the entire film. I mean, from what I saw, it was a beautiful film, but it's very slow. And when the ending came, because I actually watched the ending, I had no idea what happened. I had no idea what the buildup was. I had no idea why the stepson was so mad. I don't know. I have no idea. I literally just sat there and I was like, why does he hate Barry Lyndon? Barry Lyndon wasn't like the nicest guy either. He was kind of a scumbag, but it's a very interesting. Excuse me. It's a very interesting movie. But honestly, I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. It's been fun. We talked for 45 minutes. I have some ideas that I want to do for the future. I've been looking into some different things that I'm very excited about. Obviously my stuff with Nate that we're gonna do next month, like not even like next month, in a couple of weeks. I don't want to announce it yet. I don't feel like that's fair to Nate. I want to be able to announce it with Nate. So I'll let you guys know what that is. I'll kind of post something on the channel, um, in the discussion board of the channel. I definitely want to keep doing live streams. I love doing live streams, and it's fun when we have new people here. It's awesome, and I really love it. And I'm hoping to continue to keep the channel growing. I really want to build up our community. I think that we can do some amazing things, and just kind of be able to escape from this crazy world for just even if it's just a few minutes. I mean, I think that that's really important. So make sure you guys hit that like video if you enjoyed what I talked about. Again, I'm gonna have some new setup at some point. I'll have some posters back here or something, a light and all that stuff in the future, in the very near future. I'm still kind of working all that out. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed. It would really mean a lot to me, and I just appreciate that you guys are here watching. And subscribing is free. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. So that'd be awesome. Share some of my content with your friends, and those that love movies and love talking about movies. Let's build up this community, guys. Let's do it. We can do it. I have a lot of fun things in the works that I'm very excited about. I have a video that's going to be up tomorrow that is kind of a continuation of a video I just made like a week ago, or a week and a half ago. And there's going to be a lot of fun things coming to the channel. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for coming on with me and being a part of this discussion. And again, for those that are watching later, anything that we talked about, let me know down below in the comment section your guys' thoughts. I think that that's really important, and I'll reach out to you guys, and I try to answer every comment except for like my Lord of the Rings video. There's so many comments, like even to this day, that I can't keep up, and I just like them now, and I apologize, if I didn't necessarily message or reply to your comment. It's not that I don't read them. I read every single comment and every single reply. It's just when there's a lot, it gets really hard. So anyway, guys, I'm done talking. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Wednesday night. I'm going to spend some time with my wife and finish watching The Dark Knight Rises, which is always awesome. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay healthy, guys.